Training will begin with reviewing and testing fleet functionality necessary for future missions.
y'all are seeing it like weird. My stuff is smoother. Y'all not seeing it so smooth for some reason.
Mission goals are expressed as objectives. Missions may require multiple objectives to be accomplished, either linearly or concurrently. Situational awareness is key for control over the battlefield.
Get my friend to help. Okay, to look around with the camera must be engaged by pressing and holding. And this is the first time I'm playing like a computer game. I normally play like Xbox with a controller, so this is going to be an interesting learning curve. This is the figurine it came with. Let's see, where is that little button? There's a little button somewhere. Here it is. It's making noises. So that's the figurine ship it came with. I'm gonna have to make a video and put it on YouTube and TikTok and all of that good stuff. I record it, but you know how that goes. So it says if you're using modern controls, the camera will look around the camera's current point of view. If using legacy controls or if focused on any object, the camera will orbit around the camera focus point. This button plus this will look, which is right click, will look or orbit the camera in any direction. Okay.
Practice rotating your view. Rotate your view to get a better angle of the mission area. Center the view on the mothership.
Okay, so this is zoom in, zoom out. Here's the mothership. That wasn't the mothership I was looking at. Center of view. All right.
Now rotate to look at the asteroid bay. And now rotate your view to look at the friendly carrier. Next is moving your view. Attempt this now.
WS will move the camera forward and back. D and A will move the camera right and left. So D and A moves it right and left. W and S. Okay, so we're not using our pinky, are we? Because we can do ring finger with A, pointer with D, and WS. The middle finger can do W and S. All right. And then pinky can do shift. Okay. I'm guessing what I'm supposed to do. Okay. I'm literally guessing because I've never computer gamed before or gamed with the A keyboard. I don't really feel comfortable doing this, but I'm gonna learn because why the hell not? Okay, so if the setting for camera translation is always active, is off, the camera must be engaged by pressing and holding the right click button. Press and hold shift to increase camera movement speed. Okay, so I pinky shift. Additionally, the camera can be moved directly if desired. Okay. We'll move camera forward and backwards. I want these pop up.
Move your view to closely view the nearby asteroid bay.
Okay, this is not hard.
Finally, adjust the height of your view to gain or reduce elevation in the mission area.
This is going forward. I need to go up. Q Able's camera up and down, or EQ. EQ. Okay.
Attempt to gain a close view of the Allied carrier above now.
So EQ. Oh, this is going to be such a learning curve. Okay. I already figured that out. What will zoom the camera? So the roller will zoom the camera forward and backward if in orbit mode. Pressing both the right and the left click will move the mouse up and down. Will also zoom the camera in and out. Okay. If using modern camera controls, the zoom input will translate the camera forward and back indefinitely. If using legacy camera controls, the zoom has a maximum and minimum distance relative to the focus point.
The zoom command can accomplish the same task, albeit more easily. Try this now.
Mothership.
At any time, the mothership can be quickly returned to via a dedicated command. Try this now.
There are a few built-in shortcuts to quickly select input units. Press a little squiggly. I've never used the squiggly before. To select every unit in the fleet, press home to cycle camera between. I should just take a picture of this. I'm never gonna remember all this shit. Let me take a picture of this. So, actually, I should just take a video. All right. Because I'm not going to remember these controls. Let's see. I'll have to play a lot to remember. There are a few units built-in shortcuts to quickly select important units. Squiggly. To select every unit in the fleet, press home to cycle the camera between all production capable units. Press F1 to select a valid production unit, preferring the home mothership. F4 to select all military units in the fleet. F5 to select all strike craft units in the fleet. Press F6 to select every corvette unit in a fleet. Press F7 to select every frigate unit in a fleet. Press F8 to select every capital unit in a fleet. Press the squiggly squig again to select every utility in the fleet. Is that squiggly cities to the same squiggly? To select every utility unit in the fleet. Press Control and period to select every resource controller in the fleet. Who gonna remember that? I ain't remembering that. Okay, so F1. Okay. Pressing space or clicking the button on the lower center of the HUD will toggle the sensor manager view. Sensors manager view is a streamlined visualization of the area of operations. Surface details are simplified. Color gamut is restricted, and units are viewed as class icons. This provides a broad overview of the entire area, allowing macro decisions to be made easily. These tutorials can be found in the compendium. Access them via the main menu or the in-game pause menu. Okay. So I'll be able to get to these controls anyway.
The Sensors Manager is critical for quickly surveying the entire mission area all at once. Good. The direction of critical positions in the mission area will be shown on the sensors gyro.
The directional gyro is the spherical display located at the lower center of the screen. Important locations or objects are indicated via arrows that appear on the surface of the directional gyrosphere. As the camera moves and rotates the sphere, and the arrows remain locked to the environment's orientation. There are three types of indicator arrows. Combat indicators are red by default and point towards a combat zone. We're staying away from the combat zone because I don't want the smoke. Not this early. Combat zones are where your units or allied units have engaged hostile units. They need to stop playing. I ain't their friends no more. Objective markers are yellow by default and point toward any active objective marker. The flagship indicator is green by default and points towards the flagship of the current fleet. This is often the mothership. Okay, we want the flagship. The tutorials can be found in the compendium. Access them via the main menu or in game pause menu. Or in game pause menu. Y'all, my strabismus be having
The first
things
marker
moving
shows
all
the
the
direction
time.
of the mothership. This second marker points towards objectives and related points of interest. Finally, the last marker indicates the direction of any combat events currently underway.
Oh, I need to charge my phone.
The Sensors Manager allows you to see the positions of the fleet, as well as their line of sight. Orders can also be issued from this view. All units have a sensors range, their effective sighting radius as a sphere around them. Units outside this range are usually undetectable, and these areas are the dark fields of the Sensors Manager. All units have differing sensors range. Spreading ships out, or building units that specialize in high sensor range, can provide crucial information on enemy positions. Resources are highlighted with triangular points of interest. Exit the Sensors Manager to continue.
I didn't hear what he said.
At any time, a tactical pause can be issued. Use this to your advantage to plan or issue orders under high stress or time-critical situations.
The tactical pause system allows the gameplay speed to be adjusted or virtually paused at any time during gameplay. All actions are still available, including selecting units, issuing orders, and queuing. Oh God, pardon me. Oh, I had made some peach cobbler. My neighbor had gave me some peaches from her peach tree, and I had the audacity to use this like healthy flour that's gluten free. It was basically I should have just used the bad stuff because the flavor of the crust I was not happy with, but the peach cobbler itself, the mix was excellent, but the crust. I just don't want to talk about it right now. So I woke up early to make it. Anyway, oh Lord. Okay, let's just start over. The tactical pause system allows the gameplay speed to be adjusted and virtually paused at any time during gameplay. All actions are still available, including selecting units, issuing orders, and queuing production. The toggle between to toggle between the current gameplay speed and virtually pause, press P. To adjust the speed of gameplay, use P plus that little center button there. To increase or decrease speed, speed is adjusted in 25% increments.
Initiate and then cancel a tactical pause now. Note that while paused, units cannot react to orders. Likewise, objectives cannot be completed. Operation speed can be reduced by intervals of 25% using the dedicated command. Try this now. Before beginning operations, we will focus on the mothership.
Okay. Press the center little roly key or F to focus the camera on the selected objects. Focusing on an already focused object brings the camera in closer. Okay. Alternatively, Alt plus the left click button on an object to focus the camera on it without changing the current selection. Performing this action on terrain moves the camera to the terrain.
This can be done with a dedicated command to enter a focused view. Try this now.
Attention.
Use the dedicated command to focus on the mothership. When ships have been focused on, your view will be set to orbit around the subject. Attempt to orbit your view around the mothership with it in focus.
I don't know what they want me to do. Complete the objects to advance. Rotate the camera while focused on. Am I not focused on that thing no more?
This is command.
I don't know what they're asking me to do or how to do what they're asking me to do. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, my lord. They want me to hold
Your
F.
view can also be zoomed in and out from the subject. Try this now.
Well, I figured it out fast enough. What did he ask me to do?
Channel open. Stand by.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Why did I choose this as my very first game? What was I thinking to play on computer? I don't know. I still had space, so I had said I had wanted to do it.
Operations.
Just
Now
guess.
for commands. All unit operations begin by designating a unit to issue orders to.
To manually select a unit, either was this left click directly on the unit or its tactical class icon, or press and hold the left click and drag the cruiser to create a box. When left click is released, any units inside the bounds of the box will become selected. Press and hold shift when selecting a unit to add it to the current selection. Instead of replacing the current selection, double click on the units to select all on-screen units of that type. Control plus the right click on the unit will also select all types. To clear the current selection, either click an empty space to create an empty box or press escape. Note that when selecting multiple units, military priority is active. If the potential selection includes both military and non-military units, only the military units will be selected.
Start by selecting the resource controller. Controller in position. Send your message. Not all ships are combat vessels, but each class of ship has a unique role, function, and set of abilities. The mothership is a slow but well-armored shipyard, capable of fending off rudimentary threats on its own. The resource controller's resource ability is used to harvest resource units, RUs, primarily from resource patches found in asteroids or structural debris.
To produce additional units for the fleet or research new technology to enhance the existing fleet, resources are required. Resources can be found in asteroids and containers or on the surface of ancient megalithic structures. To harvest resources, select a resource controller. Then click on or press the hotkey of the resource.
Additional resource controllers allow the collection of RUs from multiple resource sites at the same time. With the resource controller selected, begin a resource operation. further ship production and research. Resource controllers are unarmed and should be protected. While very vulnerable, they have several additional uses, including recovering mission-vital objectives in the AO, and in some circumstances, even capturing enemy ships. Growing the fleet is essential for every operation.
Some units and their abilities require research before they can be produced or used. Research can be done via the build management panel. Hovering the cursor over an entry will display research prerequisites, if any. Press B or click on the build and research button in the upper right hand corner or the corner of the screen to access the build and research management panel. Multiple times. We will cycle between production capable units if there is more than one available in the fleet. There is only one. Pressing B will toggle the panel on and off. Press Control plus B to toggle on and on. You only really learn it after you read it a couple times. Excuse me.
Open the Build and Research Command interface to begin unit production. In some instances, technology must be researched before production can begin. Recon strike craft are now available. Research in order to produce a small contingent of ships for the fleet. Yeah, I copy it.
In position, waiting out.
Research can be performed through the associated command interface.
Mothership.
Research
Now that the technology is available, the fleet can be reinforced.
Produce units to grow the fleet to improve the ability to respond to attack. Scope of engagements. I click on the build and research button in the upper right hand corner of the screen to access the build and research management panel. Pressing B multiple times will cycle through, controlling B. Let me look at the animation over here, what they got going on. The fun thing about games is playing them. The not fun thing is about games is having to learn them. So but once you learn, let me stop breathing in this mic. So once you learn how to play, it's good. Okay. Doing research.
Motherships and carriers specialize in unit production. Larger or more powerful ships take longer to build, as well as more resources. If the fleet runs out of resources, production will stall during its creation.
Click on the recon entry to research. Hold shift while selecting a ship to build the queue. Multiple ships.
Recon production complete.
We'll need a contingent of recon strike craft.
Recon production complete.
Recon strike craft can be constructed through the build and research interface.
Recon production complete. Recon production complete.
I'm just holding shift because I realize they want you to just hold it instead of
Recon
doing it
production
one at a
complete.
time. They want you to hold shift the whole time. I thought they just wanted to do the hold shift when you click it the first time and then do the recon. But no, they want you to just keep on holding.
Attention.
Military units can be selected for orders like non-military ones, but all military units can be selected at once through the dedicated command. Try this now.
F4 to select all. F4.
Move the contingent of recon ships to the marked point to scout beyond our position.
I'm going to have to keep going over this tutorial. To issue a movement order, select at least one unit capable of moving. Then tap the right click on the surface to issue the movement order to that location. I don't know what I'm reading. Alternatively, click on or press the hotkey of a movement ability button, or press right key in empty space to activate the movement disk. With the movement disk active, move the mouse to indicate how far the unit should move. You can press and hold this and drag the mouse to adjust the height of the destination, then tap your left click to issue the movement order. To cancel the movement order, then you do escape and right click to deactivate it. Okay. So let me look at this little animation they got going on over here. What they want me to do? Click it. Selecting the units.
Our units can take advantage of terrain as a shield against oncoming threats. During combat, pilots will attempt to take advantage of whatever cover is nearby, but giving them path directions that take advantage of cover can be paramount to mission success.
Go.
Move the strike craft to the marked destination near the terrain.
Receiving.
I don't know what they want me to do. I mean, they're telling me what to
First,
do.
select the recon ships, then direct them to the target position. Send message. Vector set. En route.
They wanted me to select all of them, not a few.
Units can also be directed to positions out in open space. Fleet, recon lead. We're on station. Move the recon strike craft to the designated location.
Oh.
Ready to copy. Go for the designated location is in open space beyond the nearby asteroid bay. We're on the move.
Setting scan vector.
Attention. Hostile presence detected ahead.
To attack one or more hostile targets, select the unit capable of attacking them. Press and hold. Oh, pardon me, I am sleeping. Control and V. So Control and V. I said Control and V. Oh my gosh. Control and click. I'm tripping. I get some sleep. Control and left click and drag the mouse to create an attack bound box. Then release to attack any targets inside the bound box. Alternatively, select a unit capable of attacking, then tap your right click on a hostile target to attack the target. Press the attack hotkey, then tap the left click on a terrain to move to that location. After defeating enemies in their path, units will carry on to the assigned location, or press the move hotkey, hold control, then left click using the movement disc to move to the location. Come on. Select it. Okay.
Direct our units to engage the hostile presence. Receiving. Recon here. Adjusting.
Far field scan echoing to your screen.
Recon, move complete. Roll through.
Good kill.
Roll out and re-engage.
Roll back on.
Lock it up.
Cross-check confirmed. Fire at will.
Position secured. Ship behavior can also be controlled through formations and stances.
Formations organize units into certain shapes or arrangements. Certain formations may be more or less beneficial depending on the task being carried out by the units in formation. To put units into formation, first select at least 2 units, then either the left click on the formation button in the selection panel to cycle between available formations, or the right click on the formation button to bring up a direct selection menu of possible formations. Then left click on one of the icons with at least 2 units selected, press the slash button. Back with slash. Well, we got a lot of buttons we pushing. Another button I never use. All right, to cycle through all available formations.
Start a new formation.
Click on the formation button in the selection panel. Where's the formation button? I should have been paying attention to that little thing again, huh? Formation button in the selection panel to cycle to more.
Begin a new formation.
Oopsie, I didn't even do that. I'm just trying to find the formation button.
Recon production complete.
A formation is best seen with a group of units selected first. Highlight several units and start a new formation.
Oh.
Copy. Formations change how ships align themselves in relation to one another. Formations can affect grouping, ability to focus fire damage, and even vulnerability to certain weapon types. In addition to placing units in formation, behavior can be fine-tuned through stances.
Oh boy, I should have probably did this when I was well rested. Stances affect how units behave, particularly when in formation. To change a unit stance, first select at least 1 unit, then either left click on the stance button in the selection panel to cycle between the 3 stances, or right click on the stance button to bring up a direct selection menu of possible stances. Then left click on one of the icons. Stances can also be cycled by using bracket, open bracket, close bracket, bracket, close bracket. Okay. Aggressive stance, passive stance. So aggressive stance units attacks and pursue opponents on sight. Units pursue if engaged. Passive stance units respond to attackers in weapon range if engaged, but they will not pursue or engage opponents on their own. Neutral stance units on site so long as weapon range is satisfied. Units only pursue opponents when attacked. Okay.
Stance influences many factors, including unit formations, attack patterns, and cover usage.
Hold steady. Monitor and report.
Allied ships inbound.
Push through.
Confirm passive ROE. Lock is good. Good luck. Come on. Copy, fleet.
Hostiles destroyed. Transferring command of the Allied interceptor strike craft to you now. Your ships have suffered casualties. Replace and reinforce the fleet as resources become available. Units can be quickly repaired by sending them to dock with either the mothership or a carrier. Dock with the carrier now. Receiving. Send.
Where's the dock unit button?
Interceptor reads. Ready to copy.
Set for security orbit. Establish link.
That's not what I was trying to do.
Navigation link established. Set ROE for passive. All stations adjust.
Send transmission.
Carrier comms open. Go for carrier control.
This is command. Maneuver and protect. We're with you, lead.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Copy that, copy. Link set. Coming back to position C3.
It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to dock this thing. Boy. So many tutorials. Holy shit. I don't see what they're asking for on here. I'm gonna have to keep doing the training till I learn the controls and stuff on it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to
was
do.
reviewing and testing functionality necessary for future missions. Mission goals are expressed as objectives. Missions may require multiple objectives to be accomplished, either linearly or concurrently. Situational awareness is key for control over the battlefield. Practice rotating your view.
I'm wondering if I was hoping that you could play with something else on here. Like with a controller. But I don't think you can play with a controller on here. Because I'm not really, I don't like the keyboard. I guess you got so many controls that it'd be kind of impossible to really play with the controller. But here's all my controls here. In that spot. And I just gotta learn these. Oh boy. So I guess this one's not compatible with the controller. Guess so. Oh boy. It's gonna be a really big learning curve. So I guess every day I'll whenever I game, before I do any regular games, I'll just learn how to play games on a computer. Because I want to start computer gaming anyway. And this will be the first game. I know this is like a terrible first game to learn anything with because it's complicated, but why not? Why the heck not? Why not? All right, in stream, my eyes are so messed up.